y'all? Welcome to another fun-filled, thrill-seeking episode of my music collection. So today we're going to do the Fs. It's going to be a very brief episode unless I ramble on forever. So we'll kick things off with a little band out of Southern California called Fishbone. Great live band. Seen them live a handful of times. This is their 1985 debut. The last year or so, I think the band that was touring was the original band because a handful of members kind of came and went over the years. But most recently, the band touring now live, I believe, is the original lineup, which is great. I'm dying to see them the next time they come through. My introduction to Fishbone came in 1985 when this album came out. We had a music video channel in the New York area. We didn't have cable where I lived, couldn't get it, so we had no MTV. Music videos I saw on Friday Night Videos or Top 40 videos or ABC Rocks, and I loved them. I devoured music videos, would tape them, all the time. I had this whole ritual, on Friday nights of watching ABC Rocks and then Friday Night Videos, and then on Saturday, Top 40 videos, what have you. But I discovered in 1985, maybe reading in Billboard magazine, about U68, which was a music video channel that you could get without cable. And I picked it up, and the funny thing is that I didn't get the signal very clear, like it was kind of staticky. So the TV in my room, what I did was I took the antenna off the back of my stereo that you would use for like your FM, radio, and I attached it to the television, and I sent it out the window and then up the side of the house, and then I attached it to the gutter of the house. So essentially it was like the gutter became like the whole antenna, and then all of a sudden I got it crystal clear. And so I remember my neighbor Darren, we tried to do that on his TV in his room, and he lived on a 2-floor house, so we were like hanging out the side of his house on like the roof or something, trying to like hook up the antenna onto his gutter or to see if he could get a better reception. But anyway, so U68, they were only around for about a year. They played a lot of great music videos, introduced me to tons of bands like Shriekback, B-Movie, Minutemen, REM, Hoodoo Gurus. The thing was with U68 is that MTV had kind of like locked up a lot of the big videos that they would all want to be playing, your Madonnas, your Princes, your Springsteen, whatever at the time. This is 1985. So U68 couldn't really get access to a lot of these big popular videos. So, they'd play what they had, and they'd play a lot of these bands that, they weren't very popular. And that's how I discovered Fishbone. I saw the video for Party at Ground Zero, and it was like nothing I'd ever seen before. The video, the song, and I just instantly became a fan. And this album here I got a few years ago. It's a reissue. It's on blue vinyl. Obviously, like I said, Party at Ground Zero's on here. Lion Ass Bitch, Skank It to the Beat, Ugly, UGLY, You Ain't Got No Alibi, Modern Industry. I love these guys, man. They're just great. They had a bit of popularity, especially I guess in the late 80s or early 90s, but at some point in the early 90s it just seemed like they were about to go to this next level, and it just never happened. But they soldier on, and they're still out there doing the thing, and if you ever get the chance to go see them, I highly recommend it. There's a great documentary that was made a few years ago about the band and the history called Everyday Sunshine. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere at the moment, but you can rent it, I'm sure, and pick up the DVD. I'll put links down below, but they got a really interesting story of how the band kind of formed and came together. Like they would be bussed into like the Valley in Los Angeles back in the 70s, and it's a really interesting story, and it's worth checking out if you're a fan of the band, or if you're just into like music docs. It's definitely worth checking out. Everyday Sunshine. Little side note to the U68. A friend of mine, Eric Green, made a documentary about a similar music video channel that was up in Boston called V66. The documentary he made is called V66 Life on the V, I believe. It's on Amazon Prime. You can pick up a DVD or whatever. It's really, really well made and entertaining documentary, especially if you're into like the 80s and music videos, especially from that era. It's worth checking out. I'll put links down below so you can check it out. Final one today for the Fs. The Fix, Reach the Beach. This one is from '83. Picked this up at the Atomic Pop Shop in Baton Rouge. I used to go there quite a bit when I was working down there. There's new owners now. It's changed its name. I think they just changed it to Pop Shop, maybe something like that. But I haven't been in there since the new owners took over. I'm sure it's still a great store. But when I used to go in there, they had a great bargain bin in the back. And that is where I found this. And I don't know, maybe I paid like $2 for it, I think. But this is a really good record. I don't think I had anything by The Fix. Like, I don't think I even had any CDs. I liked the band. I mean, I knew all their like hits that they've had over the years, but I don't think I owned any of their CDs or anything like that. And when I had saw this in the bargain bin, I just was like, yeah, let me pick it up. I mean, this has the tune. I think this was their second record, but this has One Thing Leads to Another, which is, you know, the song that kind of introduced this band to, I would think, most of us here in the United States. It also has Saved by Zero, Reach the Beach, Changing, some good tunes. I mean, this is something I haven't listened to that much, but obviously when I picked it up, I threw it on. I knew the couple of tunes that were successful off of this record, but it's a good record, you know, like the new wave. In the 90s, I guess, I think as the lead singer, he was on one of those Where Are They Now shows on like MTV or VH1, and I guess he had, after the band had kind of faded away, he started designing hats or whatever, and it sounded like he was pretty successful at doing that. But I'm not sure, but my gut tells me that some form of The Fix is still out there, you know, maybe touring like those 80s package concert shows or whatever. I would imagine that they are. I mean, they were pretty popular and have quite a few like recognizable hit songs, but this is a good one. I mean, hey, you know, I think $2 I picked it up, definitely worth it, can't complain. That's it. Like I said, it was going to be a short one this week. You know, by all means, leave a comment, let me know what you think of these records or some of the others put out by these bands. I'll be talking about Fishbone again when I get to like my CD collection. That's all I have for them on vinyl. But yeah, so please subscribe, you know, let me know what you think. Keep watching the other shows. I appreciate it, and have a good one. See you later.